Muy bien, mis estudiantes, y es oportunidad de aprender algunas cosas sobre palabras afirmativas y negativas en página 31 y 32 del texto. Pienso es buena idea de visitar el sitio de Pearson, la aplicación para aprender, to learn sobre este material, palabras afirmativas y negativas 31 y 32 del texto. Vamos a empezar. Let's begin. Parte del proceso es muy fácil, very easy. Memorizar. All of you can memorize these vocabulario. Taking a look at los afirmativos del página 31. Alguien, someone, anyone, algo, something. Algún, different forms. Algún, alguno, algunas, alguna, etc. Siempre, always. También, also. El lado negativo, the negative side, nadie, nada, ningún, ninguna, depende, depending, nunca, never, tampoco, neither. Great, everybody can memorize it, it's not a problem. Durante la lección actividad de Kahoot, muchas oportunidades para memorizar y demostrar proficiencia en la capacidad de memorizar, in your ability to memorize vocabulario. Let's look at algunas de las situaciones sobre las palabras afirmativas y negativas en 31 y 32 del texto. First, you can see in 31 it says, alguno, alguna, algunos, algunas, ninguno, ninguna match the number, singular, plural, and gender of the noun to which they refer in the top part of 31. So let's take a look at what they mean by that. And if we're saying, tienes, do you have some friends? And if it's here, what form of alguno are we going to use? Well, amigos is plural masculino, so you would choose the plural masculine form of alguno, which would be algunos amigos. ¿Tienes algunos amigos? And you'd say, sí, tengo, right? Algunos amigos es la respuesta. Let's try otro ejemplo por este tipo de actividad. How are we going to work on this? Showing number gender agreement with this. Another one is they show you, how about when we show you that alguno and ninguno, these are abstract. You might say, when do you use those, alguno and ninguno? Because if you pair them up with a noun, they're going to have to turn into something else. It's generic. It's generic when you're not speaking about anything specific. No, he doesn't have any, and it's not really specific on what it is. Yeah, he has some, and you're not being specific. If you said he has some money, then that's different. So notice these two words. It tells us on 32 in the on the right-hand side of that top column. When alguno and ninguno come before a masculine singular noun, they change to algún and ningún. Remember that. And look at los acentos. No, los acentos son importantes. Algún, ningún, in front of a singular masculine noun. For example, if we take the word dinero, which is a sustantivo, a noun, which is singular masculino, if you wanted to say some money, it has to shorten to algún dinero. If you want to say he doesn't have any money, right? Again, money is singular masculino, so what form of ninguno do you use? La forma singular masculino, ningún dinero. You would not say ninguno dinero or alguno dinero. Look at that rule, know it, memoriza. Memorize la regla en 31. Alguno and ninguno shortened to algún and ningún in front of singular masculine nouns. ¿Qué más, señores? Otra oportunidad aquí. Another rule for us to look at, regla para observar, is 32. There is una caja that says recuerdas, and it speaks about, in the caja it says, read along in 32, when using conocer with alguien or nadie, you use a after the verb, since both words refer to a person. That's what we mean by the personal a. Look at how it says, conoces a alguien, right? Do you see that? That means, do you know somebody? It doesn't mean, do you know to somebody? That's the personal It's because, as it explains it right there, because these are referring to a person. That makes it the personal Look at the negativo. A negativa is, look at the answer. No. No conozco a nadie. I don't know anybody. No conozco a nadie. And you remember the canción de Carlos Santana that says, I ain't got nobody. You remember, I ain't got nobody in Inglés, and his answer in la canción, no tengo a nadie. And you understand, that means I ain't got nobody. But he has to have the personal right there. So there's algunas reglas. Una cosa más, one more thing to help you. On the right-hand side of página 32, take a look. It has a letra A, B, A. They're doing un diálogo. You should see that. ¿Conoces a algunos estudiantes trabajadores? And that means, on the A part, do you know any hardworking students? Trabajador, right? Trabajar, to work. Hardworking students. And you notice how it's plural, right? Look at that. It's plural. Do you know any hardworking students? Look at the answer. We asked that question in the plural form. Do you know any hardworking students? Look at the answer in letra B on the right-hand side of 32. It says, no conozco a ningún estudiante trabajador. There it is. And what's the point here? Is in English, if you said, do you know any hardworking students? You'd answer back, no, I don't know any hardworking students, plural. But in Espanol, even if you ask in the question, do you know any hardworking students? La forma plural, the plural form. When you give the answer back, no, I don't know any hardworking students. In Espanol, you use the forma singular. Right? Ningún, singular, estudiante, singular, trabajador, singular. You do not make it ningunos estudiantes trabajadores. No, you don't make it plural, even though you do in English. So it's muy importante. So those are great skills to think about for these slides y material. Durante Kahoot, oportunidad de trabajar en todas estas partes. Pero buen video y muy buenas noches.